Hello, everybody. Welcome to the week ahead reading for the week starting August 28th. I am going to be using the Moonology Oracle to draw the overall theme for the week, and I'm going to be drawing the days of the week from the Angel Tarot. Let's see what's going on for the week starting July 28th. All right, we got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. So the first thing I will say, just looking at this, is first of all, a lot of air today. A lot of air in this reading. So we'll start with the overall theme for the week. And here we have the full moon in Pisces that says balance, spirituality, and practicality. And again, I think this is going to be important for a lot of lot of people this week is really balancing those two energies. So let's start with Monday. Monday, we have the Two of Fire. Um, so the Two of Fire or the Two of Wands. This could be a card of thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. So I feel like some of us may be sitting in that kind of energy. Um, but the Two of Wands can also be a card of continuing to move forward and specifically making plans. So I feel like some people could be making plans for things on Monday. So again, there could be some people who are feeling like, the grass is greener on the other side, and that, because the Two of Wands can also be a card of striving. But again, I'm feeling two different kinds of energies from this Two of Wands. So it's like, half of us are going to be sitting in the energy on Monday of, why am I not happy? Why, I thought I would be happy once I got this, right? Whereas other people, the other half of people are going to be making plans. It's like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm not happy with where I am. What can I do to be happy, right? And I feel like there are plans that are going to be made on Monday. Next, we go to Tuesday, and we have the Queen of Water, which would be the Queen of Cups. So Tuesday is going to be all about connecting to our emotions. The Queen of Water really values feelings and emotions. So again, if you're making plans, or, like again, we had those two different people at the beginning of the week this week, but either way, our feelings are going to be important. Our emotions are going to be, so don't ignore them this week, is kind of what I am feeling from this Queen of Water, especially on Tuesday. Don't ignore your feelings, and don't ignore your emotions, and definitely don't ignore the feelings and emotions of other people. Do not be dismissive of your feelings or any feelings or emotions on Tuesday. Um, Especially because, okay, on Wednesday here we have the Nine of Air, which would be the Nine of Swords. And this is a card of repeating patterns. So again, I kind of feel like for those who do take the time on Tuesday to really value their feelings and their emotions, instead of dismissing them, I feel like they could be breaking a pattern. You know what I mean? And this is probably a pattern of dismissing their feelings that they have had for a very long time. So I do feel like some people anyway, could be breaking that pattern of dismissing their feelings. On the other side of that, though, uh, again, if you are not sitting in that energy, and you are sitting in the energy of, like I said, that, so that Two of Wands sometimes can be, that thinking of the grass is greener on the other side. I kind of almost fulfill like the Nine of Air or the Nine of Swords. It can be a card of self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you are telling yourself that things aren't going to work out, then they're not going to. And it's not and I hate to say this, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to call you out, but it's not going to be anybody's fault but your own. So, sorry to say that. Sometimes I don't like giving harsh messages, but it is what it is. Next, we go to Thursday, and we have the Four of Air. So this is the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is all about resting, relaxing, and recovering. And again, either way, whether you are breaking the pattern or you are creating self-fulfilling prophecies on Wednesday, I feel like Thursday is going to be an important day for just resting, relaxing, and recovering. And again, this kind of goes back to that balancing the spirituality and the practicality. Like sometimes we just need to rest. Next we go to Friday. And Friday we have the Three of Air. So we had, three air cards or three swords right in a row. So there's a lot of air energy in the middle of that week. And again, the air or the swords, this is the area of our mind. So there's going to be a lot going on in our minds this week. And again, I think that also goes back to the balancing the spirituality and the practicality because we are going to, I feel, have to really ground ourselves this week with all of this air energy going on. But the Three of Air in particular, the Three of Air is my card of forgiveness. So, again, I'm going to go back to that Wednesday, to that Nine of Air. So, like, for those of you who are breaking patterns on Wednesday, it's going to be important for you to forgive yourself for repeating those patterns for as long as you did, right? Like it wasn't your fault. You know what I mean? But you are taking responsibility for it now, and it's time to forgive yourself for that. Now, the Three of Air, like I said, this can also say though, like, if you're doing the whole self-fulfilling prophecy thing too, I kind of feel like it's because there are hurts going on. Hurts in your heart, and this is why you are repeating these patterns and fulfilling these self-fulfilling prophecies or whatever. So definitely on Friday, I would encourage forgiveness for everybody. I know forgiveness is not always easy, but it's definitely healing. And I always remind people about forgiveness that just because you forgive somebody or you forgive a situation doesn't mean you condone it, doesn't mean that it's okay. It just means that you're no longer holding on to that pain in your heart anymore. So, and then we go to Saturday. And Saturday, we have the Strength card. And I actually really love that this comes up after all of those air cards because the Strength card is all about uh, your inner strength and developing your inner strength. And I feel like, especially breaking patterns and practicing forgiveness, this definitely increases our inner strength. So, yeah, again, I would really practice forgiveness, compassion, and really try to release any harsh judgments that you have, especially if those harsh judgments are towards yourself. And then we come to Sunday. And here we have the Page of Earth. And what a great way, especially considering I was just saying that we needed to make sure that we were grounding ourselves this week. And we have the Page of Earth. Well, Earth is definitely very grounding. So again, I would encourage everybody on Sunday, what is it? The Sunday, August 3rd, to get out and get your feet dirty. Get your feet planted in the ground. And I have done that. I've planted my feet in the ground. I dug a hole, put my feet, and really connected with the earth. I think this is going to be hugely important for a lot of people to just make that connection with the earth on Sunday and really, really ground. And again, I also feel like this could spark something new in us, right? Like I feel like like you did have the Four of Air, which is like resting, relaxing, and recovering. But I almost feel like this grounding is going to make us feel even more rested and recovered than even that Four of Swords did on Thursday. So, and the Page of Earth is also a card of receiving good news, specifically financial news. So, some people could be receiving some good news on Sunday, and some people could specifically be receiving some good financial news on Sunday. So awesome. All right. So all in all, it could be a bit of a, like it's not a bad week, but it is going to be a week of our thoughts. Things are going to be really going to be, thinking about things. And again, I think that's why it's so important too that we really connect with our emotions on Tuesday before we get into all of this air energy for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So again, overall theme, balance, spirituality, and practicality. And I would say take some time to rest this week. So, thank you everybody for joining me. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help the channel, and I really do appreciate it, as I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.